Now, is there a cost associated with that? I mean, of course there is, right? And is it smart to do that from day one if you are broke and you don't have money and you don't know what you're doing and like all these other aspects of it?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell everyone that if you have an entrepreneurial spirit and you have the audacity to go out there and try to show people that you have a better way to do something, get your proof of concept first. And once you have your proof of concept, get everything in writing after that fact, right?
Got it. So that kind of covers two of the buckets, I believe. Whether you're a founding member or you're smart of a startup and you're like, hey, I kind of want to be more involved. They approach you with an offer, whatever that is, have them look at that. What about your standard corporate? If they're not offering you options or RSUs, do you ask for them? Do you maybe ask for bigger bumps? What's your kind of strategy there?
There's a lot of people who will establish themselves as an expert or, I'm not entry level anymore because I did a 3-week boot camp, right, on an online webinar or whatever.
Yeah.
I think the reality is like some people have to stop being delusional about their skill set.
Correct.
And get an assessment on their skill set so that they're honest before they go apply for a job.
Good point.
When you're honest about your skill set and what you can actually accomplish for a business, they will respect you for saying, this is what I can do and this is what I can't do.
Yeah.
And 100% of the times, a business has a larger budget than what they're negotiating with you with.
Good point.
Right. I can tell you about an engineer that we wanted to work with for our podcast studio. And, he came back to me after an offer and he was like, hey, this is what I need to make this work. And I said, okay, if that's all you need, no problem. We'll take care of that. Right. At the end of the day, you have to be cognizant of what it is that you need to make it all make sense. And then the delusion has to stop. Yeah. You can't go to a company and be like, oh, I want to be a 5% owner of Google. Yeah. Why isn't Google giving me RSUs? And why isn't so-and-so giving me this, that, and the other? And you can't go to a startup where they themselves don't have an operating agreement and expect them to give you stock or expect them to give you an equity offer or what have you. Now, I have some friends that are in startups that have reached what I would call like a pace of velocity, right? They've broken past the 4 or 5 million. They're heading to the 10 million point. And the members of that company haven't been given an offer yet.